In every case of war, one should have heaven, resources, and excellence on one side. When the day of battle has been set and does not change, when the turtle shell defines victory and officials move about mysteriously, this is called having heaven. When the masses are well supplied and what they produce is of fine quality, this is called having resources. When men are accustomed to advantageous formations and fully capitalize on things when making preparations, this is called having excellence. When men do their utmost to meet their responsibilities, this is called having enthusiastic men. Expanding the army for robustness, increasing its strength to cause trouble, being competent with simple management, remaining observant and responding with haste, this is called carrying out preparations. Light chariots, swift infantry, bows and arrows, and solid defense, this is called a great army. Keeping ranks tight and calm with much internal strength, this is called a solid formation. Knowing on which grounds to advance and retreat, this is called increasing strength. When resting superiors must give the men instructions, this is called training the formation. When everyone has their appropriate post, this is called being competent. Knowing on which grounds to discuss things, this is called simple management. This is great reading because it talks about all of the different instances of knowing what makes a good strategy. I would say the last sentence in this should be, knowing all of these things aforementioned is known as strategy. This is called strategy, right? This carrying out preparation, being observant, being competent, being well supplied, making preparations, having excellence. And then my favorite one is being competent with simple management. In fact, I'm going to highlight that one now because it really is, and what most people tend to forget is that it's the simple things repeated over and over and over that make you great, right? You can't just go to the gym one time and expect to make gains. You have to go to the gym over and over and over and over again. You can't read a book one time and expect to be smart. You have to read it over and over and over and over again. You can't just do something in your profession like take an exam, pass a test, whether it's like finance industry and studying for your Series 7 or your 66 or your 65 or an electrical code book or the real estate or your insurance license, any of these licenses, you can't just do it one time. It's like an ongoing thing. My mom was a nurse when I was growing up. She was a nurse for 35 years and she always had continuing education. Lawyers have continuing education. Financial advisors have continuing education. And a lot of that continuing education, at least for me in the financial industry, is always centered around ethics and knowing how to spot fraudulent activities such as money laundering, or how to take care of seniors and how to make sure that you're not taking advantage of seniors or people with mental disabilities or bad mental health as they age. And it's repeating these things over and over and over again that really drills it in. And so if you're going to be successful in anything, you have to be willing to drill, right? You have to be willing to grind. You have to be able to do the same thing over and over again in order to get to greatness.